Hey there! So after a little break at home here in California, it's time for a new European adventure. And so here we are again at LAX. I'm off to London Heathrow on a direct flight on United Airlines. I'll be spending a couple of days there in London to decompress from the long flight, try to get adjusted to the new time zone, and also do a little bit of exploring. And then after London, it'll be off to another part of Europe, a place I'm very familiar with but have not visited for a while. So the first order of business today is to get to London and then get safely checked into my hotel there. So let's get going. Here's the security line here. Down at that side is the economy check-in for United, and down this way is the premier check-in. So I need to go down here and get my boarding pass and drop my luggage off. This is business class. Polaris is United's branding for that. But that's not where I'm sitting. I'm sitting in the next best thing, which is Premier Plus, which I like. One reason I like it is that it's got a kind of a defined area here of usually either 3 or 4 rows. And the seats are wider and there's more leg room, and especially if you've got the bulkhead seat like I've got here. And then back behind Premium Plus is the economy section. And then about 11 hours later, if you've watched my previous videos arriving in London, you'll know what comes next. I call it the Long March. Fortunately, passport control and immigration was pretty empty this early in the morning. There's the ticket counter for the Heathrow Express train to Paddington, but I decided to save some money and take the Elizabeth line instead. And it's a little blustery here. It's a little cool. There, I had to zip up my jacket. But it's despite being a little cool and blustery, it's a bright sunny day here. Blue skies. This is Terminal 2 at Heathrow, the international terminal, also called the Queen's Terminal. And it's definitely the nicest one here at this airport. There's always a line here to get onto the lifts to go to the train station. And that's why I opt for the escalator. And this is that magical place where you switch from the airport theming to the underground theming. The old look with the old tile walls. Quintessential London, though. And if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going, these people might be able to help you. People complain about London airports, but I'll give them this. They have good signage. And the transit system always has plenty of staff to help you out and answer questions. I think it's part of the UK's full employment policy. At some of the older underground stations, rather than building an escalator or an elevator, there will be staff to carry your luggage up and down the stairs, if you ask.
Shenfield via Stratford. The next station is Hayes and Arlington. For safety reasons, please keep luggage clear of the aisles and doors, including the area behind the driver's door.
Well, good morning, London. It's Friday morning. On my first full day over here on this European trip. This is the Paddington area of London, just a little bit of north of Hyde Park. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. It's just a true neighborhood with local businesses. The hotel I'm staying at is right over there. The hotel I usually stay at is right down here, the Lancaster Hall Hotel, but it happened to be fully booked before I could get a room here. So I decided to just stay at another independent hotel nearby. This hotel I really like. It's very simple, but it's operated by the German YMCA. You see a couple of events here. It's a lot of Germans stay here, of course, and they have cultural events here. They have lectures and performances and all. It used to be a lot more reasonably priced than it is now. I used to get it for the equivalent of about $100 a night, and now it's more like $300 a night. But that's the nature of things these days, I guess. Hyde Park is just a few blocks down in that direction. It's about 8 a.m. and people are off to work, off to school. The neighborhood is waking up. And you'll see lots of people carrying suitcases here because of the proximity to Paddington Station and the easy access to and from Paddington Station from Heathrow Airport. Just picked up a bottle of water for the day from this fine establishment. Very nice lady in there. Let's take a little walk into the Mews. What a great place to live in London. These Mews, which is just similar to like a little alleyway, little private space. Some people have their own garages and their little flats. Even sometimes their own little gardens. Just a cool little neighborhood. And another muse on the other side of the street. So in the day and a half I have left in London, I'll be taking a couple of long walks to interesting parts of the city. And then it will be on to Italy. So be sure to check out the upcoming videos. I'll see you over there.